Today we will make a YouTube downloader, and for that kindly create a new project after going to file. I am using PyCharm IDE. You can use any other IDE if you want, the way you want to code, and in that you would create a new project and you could rename the project like what you want to keep the name. I will not create the project because I have already created this project. This is like YouTube downloader, and after creating the project you would go to YouTube downloader and create a new Python file. You can name it anything, but it is convention to keep the name as app.py for main file, and click on enter button, and this app.py file would be created. I have already created this file and also have some this code in here. Now to start, first you have to go to file and then settings. In project interpreter you need to install PyTube 3. So as to work with this, install this package. You can also go for pip install PyTube 3, and it is simple. And in case you are not able to do that, and you can read PyTube documentation, I would give you the link in the end of this video. Okay, after doing all that setup, now let's start with this. PyTube is a Python package to download YouTube videos, and Kinter is a Python package to create GUI. Kinter is already present in Python, so no need to install this again. Now, starting the program with importing certain files. These are for Kinter files for GUI, and this last one is for PyTube. Now, let's start the program. Starting this, I would go to this part. Here I have created the GUI. This is root is the object of TK, like Kinter, and root is the main window. If I run this GUI, I could show you. This is TK. This whole window is root. Okay, and in this root I have created certain frames. Now frame one is the part here. This enter the link and this input dialog is the part of frame 1, this first line. Then comes pane 2. This is the second line, like download location, the location that is printed, and the browse button. Now third pane is this one, progress bar. This is the progress bar that would show that how much part of file is downloaded, and this is the start download button in pane 4. Now let's see how the program works. You will paste the YouTube link you want to download here, and then click on start download button. As soon as you click on start download button, let me show you the code. This print text function would be called, that I have already defined. Now let's go to the function print text. Now here we have global E, string E dot get. What is this E? If I get back, E is the entry in which you have entered the YouTube link that I have created in this GUI. See, and from here we are getting the input using .get method, .get function. Okay, now we are calling another function down, which is, what is this down? Down is a download function to download the video. Now these are global variables so that we could access them inside the function, because we can't access variables inside the function that are used outside the function in the same way. And local variables are created. To use the global variables, we use global keyword. Okay, and now variables we are using. Now white is the object of YouTube, and string is the YouTube URL that you have put in here. For example, this is the URL that you have put in this. Okay, after getting putting out the URL, now yt dot register on progress callback. What is this? This is the callback function that gives us the information about the video, like how much bytes are remaining to download and other things. And for this callback function, this is show progress bar function in this callback, and this takes 3 inputs: chunks, file handler, and bytes remaining. We only need bytes remaining as of now for this program. and percent is also global variable and file size is also global variable. Percent I am calculating by simple mathematical formula. And after calculating the percent, I am calling the bar function. Bar is the progress bar function. Now coming to bar function, progress. What is this progress? If I get back to GUI, progress is the progress bar that I have created in pane 3. See this one. Here is the progress, and we are changing the progress value according to the percentage that we are passing. And root dot update idle and time, these two lines are used to update the root, to refresh, like I would say refresh the root. And this time is uh, how much time, after how much time do you want the root to update or refresh in a general language. Okay, and after this is done, the bar function and this callback, our control comes here to yt, this line. Now yt equals to yt dot streams, we would get all the streams and with all the file extension. I am filtering them to progressive true and file extension before. It is your need, you can change them as of your requirement. Now I am ordering them according to their resolution and downloading the ordering them according to resolution in descending order actually, and getting the first element of that. Like it provides a list and I'm getting the first one of that. Okay, why I am getting the arranging it in descending order, to get the lowest resolution so that the file size don't increase up to a very large value and it would be difficult for us to download that. Now file size, yt.file size would provide us the file size, that how much MB it is of. And also we are using file size here to calculate the bits remaining. Okay, now global top 3, I am using this label. This label would not appear in the starting, but it would appear after the program would run. And yt.download to download. Now file name, actually I have written this name wrong. It should be file path to be correct. File name is I am getting from this function. Actually I have declared a global file name as this one. It is according to my PC location. You could change it accordingly. And I am also providing a browse function button, that from where you could browse the location you want to save the video, and it is that location I am passing in this. If you change the location, then file name value would change, and accordingly you could download it to that location. After completing the download, we would see a download completed message, and that's all in this code. Now I could show you that running program after clicking on this app.py and run. Here is the Kinter window. I would paste a link here, browse it to certain location, maybe this one, and now click on start download. This might take some time according to your internet connection, so wait for it to complete. And the video has started downloading, as you can see. Now this file size and this percentage label wasn't appearing beforehand, but now it is. These were the two labels that I told you would appear after the program would run, and now you can see them. I think after the download would be complete, it would show download completed, and then we would browse to that location to see if the video is downloaded or not. And as you can see, the download is complete. Let's move to the location, and this is the video that we have downloaded. See, 15 MB it is file size, and time, you can see this, and you can see my PC timing here. It's 8th May and 12:57 PM. So I've downloaded it now only as proof. And so thank you for following up, and this is your YouTube downloader.